What's going on, guys? And today, we're going to be reviewing Modern Warfare Warzone 2, something we have never done before. So, I hope y'all enjoy it. It's something new for me. So, we're going to be reviewing it based off of mechanics, gameplay, map design, sound design. Sound design kind of mixes in with mechanics and general settings, I guess you could say. Quality of life, monetization, all that mumbo jumbo good stuff. And we'll just be heading right into this review, I guess. So I guess it's only fair to start off with what I listed, the game mechanics. And oh my, they are a little rough. To start, I guess there's a lot of problems. The game goes for realism. It doesn't really come off as realistic. And not only that, it just feels really rigid. It's not very round. It's not very smooth. You're not very glidey. You're not. It looks like every step you take is a fucking earthquake happening below your feet. Your screen shakes every time you move, which it's kind of realistic, I guess. Cool. I mean, if they were trying to go for realism, they hit it there, but everywhere else, it just kind of doesn't make sense. The weapon loadout system is vastly improved from Warzone 1. Warzone 1 was a little bit of a mess when it came to its loadout system. You go to a buy station, you get 10k, you get your loadout. A little too easy, if I say so myself. In this game, you gotta earn that shit. If you don't earn it, you don't get your guns. I think that's a great change. In the most recent patch, they did add them, but they are so obscenely expensive, you might as well just wait. There's no reason not to wait. The strongholds are a cool addition. You're never going to go to the black sites. Don't even bother. It's not even worth it. The black site key, just drop it on the floor. Leave it there. If someone picks it up, what a waste of inventory space. Because those little shits, they don't give you anything. They don't even give you that much money. You get like 2 white boxes. It's just like a normal stronghold. What's the point of the black site? I don't understand. You get an advanced UAV, which is cool and all, and a death machine from the Juggernaut, which is absolutely dog shit, but that's beside the point. Overall, strongholds, cool. You can camp in them really easily, though. That sucks. Oh well, I mean, the way they're designed is to make it so they're not accessible before the event happens, but therefore the windows, there's less entrances, basically, to get rid of the rats, to exterminate the vermin. The way the circles work also, they literally just ripped that from Fortnite. They just stole from Fortnite with how the circles work. It moves outside of the current circle. You used to go outside the zone. Anybody with a durable gas mask wins. It's genuinely annoying. It's an absolute headache to beat somebody who has a durable gas mask just sitting in the next zone that's outside the zone. It was annoying. See, in Fortnite, you would take damage when you were doing that. In this game, you just have a durable gas mask and you're good to go. It's a little frustrating. They also have the split circles. Not sure how to feel about those. I mean, they're cool, I guess. And then the self-revives. Oh my god, I want to punch every developer in the goddamn face who made these stupid self-revives. In solos, they make sense. Every other game mode, if I see a motherfucker get up when I just destroyed the whole team and I have to fight a fucking 6v1, I am going to lose my shit. If I deserve to win, you don't deserve to pick yourself back up. It is so annoying. It is so frustrating. It is one of the most tilting things about this game. My brain hurts even thinking about it. I'm about to have an aneurysm, bro. Oh my god. Don't even get me started on the kill streaks. Precision airstrikes, they just murder you through buildings. Awesome. Mortar strikes will just come through a window at an odd angle for literally no reason and hit you. That's awesome. And they're completely random. So they're either dog shit or one of the best kill streaks in the game because you'll get hit by 5 in a row. You're stuck outside of like a building, right? And someone pops a mortar strike on their building. And you have nowhere else to go other than to meet them. And you were like, the mortar strike might not hit me. And then every single mortar strike hits you. It's annoying. The cluster mines, camper's delight. It just encourages camping so much. It's annoying. It's whatever, right? It's not as bad because if you have engineer, you'll see it through the wall. Oh well, I guess. You can also hack bouncing betties with the engineer perk, which is awesome. And how the perk system works in this game is that you have, I think it's 5 perks. It's very odd because you have like you have like 2 sets of 2, and then your ultimate. That's how it works in multiplayer. But in Warzone, you just get all 5. Not sure. Obviously, everybody runs their overkill loadouts. It's what it is like in Warzone 1, 2. Oh well, I don't see an easy way of fixing that other than removing overkill. They also made it so you could buy your loadout weapons, not the loadout itself, but your loadout weapons in the buy station. That's good. It's good. It used to be worth 5K each, and then they reduced the price to 2.5K. I'm not sure how to feel about that. It's cool, I guess. It allows more people to have their loadouts. If they earn it, they get the money. But I feel like it's a little too easy for everybody to get their loadouts now. So, if I had to give a rating for the game mechanics of Warzone 2, be it a mediocre 5 out of 10. Extremely mediocre. Self-revives make me so angry even thinking about it. We've already went over that. The kill streaks are the most mid thing in existence. They are so inconsistent. The circles don't make any sense the way they move, but your movement is dog shit too, so it doesn't. You can't really rotate very well. It's just it's gross. But you have your strongholds. Those are pretty cool. You get a free UAV for completing it. The AI can be annoying, but I think it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. You get a UAV for however long you're in the zone, and your stronghold's in the zone. It's nice. The way they also changed the loadout system was a great change. It was great. It was just, you get 10,000, and you just get your loadout. It's like, okay, dude. But in this one, you gotta wait. Or spend 10,000 on 2 guns without perks. Overall, the game mechanics kind of just in the middle. Like, there's not much to offer. Most of it isn't very good, but the things that are good are really good. Great changes to Modern Warfare 1. Warzone 1's base game mechanics. And oh my god, Warzone 1's base game mechanics were just, they were bad. They were worse than this game's. Somehow. This game definitely lacks in certain areas compared to Warzone 1, but overall, it's way better. The next section we'll be going into is the general gameplay. We'll just start off with the gunplay. It is the best between the Warzone 1 and 2. Warzone 1's gunplay was an absolute atrocity. You had 1 or 2 meta guns all the time, and it would be the only guns that are viable. It would usually be the guns that would be released, conveniently. Isn't that crazy? And never just like any of the older guns. It's just the 1 or 2 guns that are released. It's very frustrating. In this game, they absolutely nailed it for the most part. You got your SMGs. Almost all of them are viable, except for the P90. They got to buff it. It's bad. It's not good. Same with the MX9. MX9's a little mid. Not mid, it is actually dog shit. Don't even use it. Don't pick it up off the floor. It's bad. All the other SMGs have their own viability. So I see people even using the PB19. I fucking hate the gun. But somehow people are finding a way to make it work, which is fantastic. It is great to see almost all the SMGs being used. For the ARs and snipers, a little less variety. You have the TAC 56, the TAC, maybe not even the TAC V. I've barely seen the TAC V, but I see the TAC 56, and then RPK, the RAW. I mean, there's a few options, but it's a little limited in your primary slot, I guess you could say. With the snipers too, really the only viable one is the Signal 50, really. Like, you don't want to use any other sniper. There's no other reason to use any other sniper. Another minor complaint with the gunplay is that the ADS speeds and the movements with the guns are a little bit janky. Sometimes you'll mount an object and then you'll be forced off an object if you look after a certain distance. It's a little buggy. Or maybe it's intended like that, and if it is, that sucks. That's annoying. Please fix it. And for the most part, it's very satisfying to kill somebody with these guns. It sounds morbid to say, but you kill someone with the MP5, you felt like an absolute shredder. Kill someone with the RPK, even though it's an easy gun to use, you feel like a shredder. It's great. It's an absolute amazing feeling. I haven't felt anything like that in many other battle royales. And yeah, it just feels amazing. There's not much to say about that. It feels great. It's a little clunky, a little bit of tweaking, and it'll be amazing. It'll be great. Now, off on a little tangent. The AI for the strongholds and the black sites. Who built them? Who made them? They have a literal aimbot. They two-tap you with a shotgun. Like, what? If there's two AI in front of you, right, and you're shooting one, and they both shoot you at the same time with a shotgun, you're just fucking dead instantly. Like, what do I do? What do I do? I'm just gonna die? Do I just die? I guess I just die. That's it. That's it. That's the end of my game. It's frustrating. I don't know whether to be mad or happy that AI is an actual player in the game. I'm leaning on the side of being actually pissed because it genuinely ruins my games because I get shot in the back by AI when I'm trying to fight a random person trying to take over my stronghold. It's annoying as hell. I think it's hard to fix that because if they make them too easy, then there's no no competition for the strongholds, or no challenge rather. And I think just a mild difficulty adjustment, making them a little bit easier. They've already done it, and it did not help too much. They are still very difficult to go against. Like, if you're trying to fight somebody and you get shot in the back by AI, you're just losing the gunfight. It's just very unfortunate. And the loot boxes are weird. Why are normal loot boxes and legendary loot boxes the exact same? And then why are there white loot boxes that give you absurd loot? UAVs, precision airstrikes, mortars, armors, ammos. They give you so much shit. It's crazy. It's absurd. It does not need to give you that much. It's wild. Well, I guess we've already reached my general opinion of the gameplay. There's not much to go on. It's like most shooters. It's like most battle royales. You got your loot, which has some problems, and then your gunplay is absolutely impeccable. So it might seem like a crazy score to give for gameplay, but I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. The reason being is simply because of weapon balancing. It is some of the best I've ever seen. Most battle royales have a problem with this. This one, it's got a few kinks. Most games have a few kinks. This one has the fewest I've ever seen out of a shooter. There are so many guns that you can use. I have this debate with me and my teammates all the time. What SMG is the best? What weapon is the best? What sniper should we be using? It's great. We get into these debates and arguments all the time, and I think that is a sign of great weapon balancing. Please keep it up. I do not want to see a new weapon come out and then everybody using it. It'll be miserable. It is miserable. It is annoying. Keep it like this. This is great. And with some mild tweaks to the AI for strongholds and black sites, it could be easily a 10 out of 10. Fix some of your mounting mechanics, easily a 10 out of 10. This is very close to a very balanced and great game for gameplay-wise. Gameplay is absolutely phenomenal. Just a couple tweaks, and it could become one of the best battle royales in terms of gameplay. Now, for the further sections in this video, they're probably going to be a lot shorter because game design and game mechanics are the bulk of what make a game fun. The map design is very important, which is what we're going to get into in a second, and all these other things like monetization, such and such, are very important, but they aren't integral to how a game is fun and how good a game is. Al Mazrah is definitely better than Caldera. Caldera was terrible. It's definitely better than Verdansk. Verdansk has a lot of building errors, like building design flaws. A lot of the buildings were flawed. I think the map itself was a great size for 150. So is this map too. But it was a great size for 150, but the buildings themselves were terrible. Rebirth Island was good. It was a good little mini royale map. It was. I wouldn't even count that as like a full battle royale map, but it was fun. It had its purpose. This is probably the best battle royale map, but it's not to say that these maps are not good. They're not very good. They have so many flaws. This one still has one-way roofs, like one-way entrances, choke points that are so narrow. Water. Why is water a thing? That shit pisses me off. That is the most infuriating thing about this map, is the water. Why can I not shoot through the water? Ooh, my head hurts. My head. Ow. Ow, water. I can't even think about it without nearly dying. Oh. Anyhow, enough about the water. This map doesn't really excel at anything. It's not too memorable. There's not a lot of... I don't even remember any of the POIs, to be honest. I just remember, oh yeah, there's that mountain, Mount Zaya, that I like to call Zaza. The mountain of Zaza. It's so forgettable, all these names. And all the locations. I can't even remember where this is. Where the fuck am I? I'm River Place. River Place. My favorite place is this River Place. God, I love River Place. And it's just not very memorable. Yet again, just they don't make very good maps. Activision has never made good maps for their Warzone, their battle royales. Even Blackout wasn't that good. So I mean, I don't have too much hope for them making good maps. Now, one thing this map somehow does worse than Warzone 1's maps is make the buy stations the worst buy station locations I have ever seen in my life. Holy shit. Why are there 2 buy stations 10 meters apart? Who the fuck decided that was a good idea? Who was the idiot who decided that? Oh yeah, let me put a buy station next to a buy station. Let me get 2 UAVs real quick. That's actually kind of useful now I think about it. But why? What's the point? What's the point? Extra stock for items? Just add more into one buy station and make them more frequent. Make there more buy stations. More buy stations can't hurt people. Have them more accessible. I don't know why they are so close together and then they're so far apart. Like, each named location might have 2 buy stations or it might have none. It's either 2 or none. It's like, how does that make any sense? Someone explain that to me. It's very infuriating. See how this one's right here? Yeah, where is the next one? I want to open the goddamn map and see a buy station at least 100 meters away. It just... Why? Why is it like this? Are we meant to suffer? Do they want us to suffer? And they need to make it more apparent which buildings are the black sites. Because some of them look like strongholds. Like, why? Why do some of them look exactly like strongholds? Just really big strongholds. And sometimes it is really obvious. But some of them, like the HEC tower in the airport, I thought that was a stronghold for so long, but I think it's a black site. I don't know. Is it a fucking black site? Is it? I don't know. And just the elevations are a little too... There's too many extremes is what I should say. Mount Zaya, directly in the middle of the map, the highest point in the map. You can go anywhere you want in the map from there, basically. I mean, within reason. And there's nowhere else like that. There is 0 points in the map, other than maybe the radio towers, where you can fly pretty far into another city. They need more high points, more elevation spots, more King of the Hill-esque type of areas where it's very hot, and if you're the last one standing, it's very rewarding. So like I said, the rest of these are going to be short and sweet. I would give map design... this one's a rough one. I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10 again. It's just mediocre map. It's definitely better than Verdansk, Caldera, maybe better than Rebirth Island. I don't know, that one's just a whole different beast to tackle, but it's not too much to talk about. Too many map flaws. I mean, it's an improvement on Verdansk 100% with the building design, but it has the same flaws. High points that are in the center of the map, and exclusively in the center of the map, where it's like Tilted Towers of Fortnite, but you don't want to tilt the towers of Fortnite in Warzone because it's going to get too hot and there's too many people in one area, and most of the game is just going to be nothing. You're not going to see a single soul. Fortunately, there's a lot of ways to get around the map so that you can pop a UAV, go find somebody, or if you're a rat, if you're a little rat, you can wait out the whole game till it's the last squad, which I never understood that playstyle, but you do you. I guess we'll just go on to the next section. And now we have to talk about the sound design and settings. This is easily the worst part of this game. Oh my god. Who developed the sounds? It is egregious. I have never had a game have worse sound design in my life than this. This game has some of the worst sound design I have ever experienced. I don't think I will ever find a game that has worse sounds than this. It is really, really bad. I can't believe they actually put this out. It is not finished. The sounds don't even complete sometimes. Somebody will be 5 feet in front of me, I won't hear them. Somebody will bust a door open, I won't hear them. It's bad. It's baffling that it is this unfinished. It is clearly not done. And in multiplayer, it's just fine, which is the most weird thing. Why not just take the sounds from multiplayer and put them into Warzone? Like, how is that not how it works? I just don't understand. It's absolutely absurd to me. And for the most part, the announcer notifications are decent. But if you're running into a precision airstrike, there is no way for you to know. You'll just get railed by it. It's bad. Yeah, it is bad. Same thing with mortars. I mean, it's very obvious on the map. If you get hit by a mortar, it's kind of your fault. But enemy flying in, it's kind of inconsistent. I'd rather have it say it than not to say it, I guess, because it only is inconsistent in the sense that an enemy won't be flying in because someone like way above us was near us. But I'd rather have that happen than for it to not happen at all. And the sounds for people flying in also just don't work sometimes. Like, why? How does in Warzone 1 it was just fine? How did you mess that up? How do you mess this up this bad? It is. Ooh, I can't believe that. It is absolutely crazy to me that sound design is messed up this bad. I can't get over it. I am genuinely baffled. And there's not much else to talk about in terms of sound design. It is an absolute pile of garbage, and yeah, that's it. And on the topic of setting optimization, I can't speak for console players, but on PC it is pretty good. You can do intricate shading. You can up your graphics in certain areas, lower in certain areas, save your VRAM, and it's great, honestly. They did a pretty good job, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but they finally added an FOV slider for console. That is the most bizarre thing that I'm saying. How there wasn't an FOV slider on console in Warzone 1 is beyond me. It was behind. It was so behind in that sense. I can't believe they're just adding it, but better late than never, I guess. They finally added it. I'm glad it's here. Now everybody has an equal FOV slider. And like I said with sound settings, it is nothing helps with the sound. In no amount of sound settings. I mean, it is intricate for headphones and your stereo if you're playing with speakers in 2022 for some reason. You get a headset. Jesus, what are you doing? But yeah, they have all those settings, but I noticed nothing helps. You might as well just be playing with your speakers. It is just, there's nothing there. And I think that about covers it for sound design and sound settings in general. There wasn't much here. It's a very small portion of the game. Very important, because it's a big problem in this game, but, it's not that big of a deal compared to, the base game. Oh boy, I'm coming in here like an apology video, and I'm sighing. I am sighing at this portion of the game. Oh boy. I'm giving it a 3 out of 10, and that is simply because they finally added an FOV slider to console. How it took them this long, I don't know, but they did it finally. Jesus Christ. But I can't believe that this portion of the game was this overlooked. They even had a whole beta of Warzone. They had people play it, and there wasn't a problem then, as far as I know. I mean, I never played it, but if people did complain about it, then how was it not fixed? Like, someone needs to explain this to me. I am shaking my fist at the Activision devs. I don't understand how you fuck it up this bad. It is not this hard. In Warzone 1, the footstep audio was super loud, and I didn't see a problem with that. I don't think many people did. Some people did. I don't know why, because footstep audio is very important in a game. Many games have a problem with specifically footstep audio and just audio in general, but this takes the cake for worst audio. I've never had a game that has underperformed this badly. I cannot believe that it's this far behind compared to most other games. And this section was short and sweet. There's not much to it, like I said, and we'll just be moving on to the last criteria of what makes Warzone mid or lit. I know I haven't said those words, but that's going to be the title of this video. I have just thought about that. Wow, that is crazy. And in this last section of the video, we'll be talking about the miscellaneous things, the aesthetics, the monetization. Yep, greedy ass Activision back at it again per usual. But that's just what the section's gonna be kind of about. It's not really, it's not objective. It's not actual flaws with the game. It's mostly aesthetic, my personal opinions, and that kind of thing. The least important part of this review, I'm gonna be honest. It's my opinion. Nothing that actually is a problem with the game. Nothing like that. And we'll just start off with the UI. Wow, it is the worst UI I've ever seen. How do you make UI like this? Who made it? Did an actual, I'm going to say it again, did an actual toddler make this UI? They thought it was a good idea to just clutter everything. Everything is in a menu, and then a menu is in a menu, and then you have to go into that menu to see your stats. And wow, also, there's no stats. I also forgot to mention that. I can't believe there's still no stats for Warzone, but that's beside the point. And the colors on the map actually look kind of good. The water, it looks very nice. You know, this might be a weird transition to, you know, how the game looks, but the game looks great. It looks a little bit weird. It doesn't look like Call of Duty Warzone 1, but it has its own kind of feel to it. I kind of like it. It's not the worst graphics. The gold in this game, as you can see in the gameplay, is very nice looking. The camos, for the most part, are nice. The Mastery Completionist camo is the worst completionist camo I think I've seen in the game, but you know, I can look past that. And the level up system, wow, it is very bad also. I can't believe that the level up system is this bad. I'm talking about specifically for guns. The weapon level system is so weird. It's arbitrary. It makes no sense. Like, why in the hell do I have to level up the Lockman 5.56 to use the Lockman 7.62, but then only then can I unlock the AK? Like, why? And then if you want a certain attachment, you have to level up a certain gun, and then you have to, you know, get that attachment on all guns, which is nice, I guess, that you don't have to level up every gun, but it's a headache. I just wish it was the old system, like Black Ops 1, where you could buy your attachments to your guns with currency, and it wasn't based on your level or your weapon levels or anything like that. The in-game UI isn't terrible. It's a little cluttered on your corners, but you can see the center of your screen at least. It's as you can see on the top left, I have my my data. What the fuck it's called? What is it called? I don't even know. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. Yes, your telemetrics. Sorry, I blanked on the word for that, but I have all my telemetrics on the top of the screen. That's a personal thing. I like to see what is going on, but you don't have to have that up there. It's a little more cluttered if you do that, but it's out of the way. It's not in the way too much. There's a lot of it. Holy shit, that sniper scope is a break. But otherwise, yeah, the UI is fine. It's, you know, it's not the best UI I've seen. It's not minimalistic. You know, it's serviceable. The skins in this game are not very good, gonna be honest. There's a couple of really cool weapon skins. Like the anime pack skins, I don't even watch anime and I think they're badass. Like, those shits look awesome. But, you know, most of the skins aren't very good. You have your operator outfits. What the fuck? He's not even on the heartbeat. But you know, we're just gonna ignore that. But, you know, the skins aren't very good, to be honest. Operator skins are easily the worst. None of them are good. I can't name a single operator skin that looks good, or an operator that looks good. I mean, if you get the Vault Edition, you get Soap, you get, you know, your usual cast of characters from the game. You even get Farah, which is in the game for like 10 minutes maybe. I don't even know. Like, she's barely even in the campaign. She doesn't even need to be in the Vault Edition, but, you know, they all got their cool masks, which is neat, but that's like, I guess, the only operators that look kind of cool. They don't even have skins yet. I don't think nobody has skins that are good that I can remember. I'm trying to think, but I can't think of any good skins. It's crazy. They need to come out with some bangers. I haven't spent a single dollar on this game other than on the Battle Pass, and even then, I think I wasted my fucking money. It was not worth it. The Battle Pass is totally not worth it. The skins in there are not good. The only thing you buy it for is this double XP tokens. The double XP tokens are the only thing that's useful. And for the final section of this video, I will be giving it a rating of a 6 out of 10, a solid 6 out of 10. It's the things that matter are pretty good, such as your weapon skins, your charms, your attachments also look pretty nice. I never mentioned that, but you know, your operator skins, your battle pass. It's just not very good. There's not much to it. The skins in the battle pass are good. I'm hoping next season that they are, but just keep it short and sweet. Solid 6 out of 10. You know, it could be better, but it's sufficient. And the moment you've all been waiting for, the verdict of Modern Warfare Warzone 2. This game has so many things going for it, but there are just so many flaws. There's so many problems that could be so easily fixed, but, you know, the devs have been lazy, clearly. But, it's just the things that are good are really good. The improvements they've made are stellar. But the problems they created and the things that were left in the game from Warzone 1, they are just noticeable and unforgettable and unacceptable. And that's why I have to give this game a 5 out of 10. It's as mid as it gets. You can't say this game is great. You just can't. It's hard to say that because there are just so many flaws with it. It doesn't make any sense that the sound design is the way it is. That is just objectively bad. You don't hear somebody 5 feet in front of you. That's bad. Self-revives are a big problem. The fact that you can wipe a whole squad and not get rewarded for it is a little ridiculous to me. And it's just the cosmetics are also not too great, but I'm not too worried about cosmetics. That could be fleshed out later. I hope they make better cosmetics that are worth your money, but I think that's going to conclude it for our Warzone review. I hope you guys enjoyed. This was fun to make. I want to make more of these on other games. This is one of my most fleshed out videos, one of my most dedicated videos. And I hope to make more of these. I really enjoy this. And if y'all enjoyed, just leave a like and subscribe for me. It'll help push me to the algorithm, help get more eyes. And I hope y'all enjoyed this one, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.